on the court together. Let's go. Let me turn this down. Caitlin's going to go into Jackie. She puts it up. She misses. She just dogged out 4 dudes to grab a rebound, passed it back out. One more time. Look at Jackie get up and get this rebound over these dudes. That was some dog shit.
Whoa, would you just look at that sequence? That was some dog crap that turned into pure gold. Just watch that rebound again. You've got Jackie Young out-muscling not 1, not 2, but 3 other players to snatch that board. And then, instead of panicking and forcing up a bad shot in traffic, what does she do? She has the presence of mind to kick it back out to a wide-open Caitlin Clark, who drains the 3. That single play, that one beautiful sequence, has Indiana Fever fans absolutely losing their collective minds. And you know what? They might just be onto something huge here, because what we are all witnessing at the Team USA training camp isn't just a highlight reel of good basketball, it's a potential tantalizing blueprint for the entire future of the Indiana Fever.
Jackie Young, 3-time WNBA champion, 4-time All-Star, 2-time All-W, 16.5 points a game, but that ain't the story. The story is 4.5 rebounds a game, 5.1 assists, 47.5% shooting, and she's only 28 years old. She just turned 28. She's going to be 28 all year.
And it's forcing a question that is about to make a whole lot of people incredibly uncomfortable. Is it time for Indiana to let a franchise icon like Kelsey Mitchell walk? Let's really dig into the numbers for a second, because this is where the picture starts to get crystal clear. You've got Jackie Young, who is still only 28 years old, a former #1 overall pick from back in 2019, and she's out here casually putting up 16.5 points a game, along with 4.5 boards and 5.1 assists. Think about that stat line for a minute. She's a 3-time WNBA champion, a 4-time All-Star, and she's shooting an incredibly efficient 47.5% from the field.
Correlation, of course, gets a lot of good video. Always finding good stuff. They're on the court together.
But let me tell you the one detail, the one fact that matters more than anything else for the Indiana front office. She's a hometown hero from Princeton, Indiana. Now let's put that side by side with Kelsey Mitchell's profile. She's 30 years old, and yes, she's averaging an impressive 19.3 points per game this season. But look closer, she's only pulling down 1.8 rebounds and dishing out 3.4 assists, all while shooting 45.6% from the field. And here is the hard truth that every single Fever fan needs to wrap their head around. Those points per game numbers are completely inflated. Mitchell only became the primary #1 scoring option because Caitlin Clark went down with an injury.
Looked like a triple team that Jackie out-rebounded. If you can hear me, Fever Management, if you can hear me, offer Jackie whatever she wants. How'd she get that rebound? She's a dog. You can tell that. Jackie Young would be the perfect guard to play with Clark in the Fever.
The second Clark steps back onto that court and is fully healthy, those numbers are going to drop right back down to earth, because this offense, now and for the foreseeable future, runs through the single most dynamic player in the entire league. Just look at them on the court together again. I mean, really watch this sequence one more time. You see Young go up and fight for that offensive rebound in a sea of bodies, and I mean, she truly had to battle for it over multiple defenders, and then without a moment's hesitation, she makes the absolute perfect basketball play. She kicks it out to Clark, who does what she does best and drills the 3-pointer.
Kelsey Mitchell is a terrific player, but as an overall player, Young fits much better with Clark. Exactly right.
That right there is championship level basketball intelligence on full display. Now I want you to imagine that exact same scenario, but this time it's Mitchell who grabs that rebound. And be completely honest with yourself, is that ball coming back out to the perimeter, or is she going up with a heavily contested shot in the paint? The Indiana Fever management, every single person in that front office needs to be glued to their screens watching what is unfolding in Durham right now. Jackie Young would be the absolute perfect backcourt partner for Caitlin Clark, and honestly, it's not even a close debate when you really break down the on-court fit.
From Indiana, the other one's not. One of them had family members that got very vocal on social media. It's funny how people have forgotten that. About the Caitlin Clark fandom and yada, yada, yada. Everybody forgot about that. I didn't. I've never forgot about it.
Young brings with her a wealth of championship experience. We're talking 3 rings with the powerhouse Las Vegas Aces. She is a completely willing and gifted passer who fundamentally understands how to play alongside a primary ball handler and scorer. She has the size, the strength, and the athleticism to defend multiple positions on the floor. And on top of all that, she's a full 2 years younger than Mitchell, while already being a far more complete and well-rounded basketball player. But of course, this is where the situation gets really complicated and emotional. The Indiana front office has already gone on record, publicly stating that they are going to make a serious effort to re-sign Kelsey Mitchell.
But, I mean, one is clearly the better overall, all-around player. And you need championship experience in a locker room. And she's younger. We've all seen when the younger players are on the floor.
She's set to become a free agent after this season, and the team knows. They absolutely know that she played her heart out for this franchise when Caitlin Clark went down with that nasty ankle injury. Mitchell put the team on her back, averaging an incredible 22.4 points per game over those final 12 games of the season, and she single-handedly kept the Fever competitive in a stretch where they could have easily just collapsed and folded. That kind of loyalty absolutely matters. That kind of production definitely matters.
The Kelsey Mitchell fan's gonna unsub. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Here's what this really comes down to. The CBA deadline is 24 days away. Indiana has to make a decision about Kelsey Mitchell. And Jackie Young is going to be one of the most sought-after free agents on the market. If the Fever want Young,
That's exactly right, and this is the part of the conversation where people are going to let their emotions take over, so let's just meet it head on and get it out of the way. Absolutely nobody is trying to argue that Kelsey Mitchell is a bad player, and nobody is trying to say she didn't step up in a massive way when her team needed her the most. What we are saying, what we have to acknowledge, is that when your singular goal is to build a championship caliber roster around a generational talent like Caitlin Clark, you have to make ruthless decisions based on basketball fit, not on sentiment or past performance. Let's just be blunt about it. Jackie Young is the better overall basketball player, period. There's no real debate there. She's a demonstrably better defender, a much better rebounder from the guard position, a more creative playmaker for others, and she possesses that intangible championship DNA. Young has been to the WNBA finals, she has won multiple titles, and she knows exactly what it takes to win at the absolute highest level of the sport. That kind of lived experience is completely invaluable in a locker room, especially for a young and talented team like Indiana that is still trying to learn how to get over that final hump. And then there's another factor in all of this that people seem to be tiptoeing around, and we really need to just talk about it openly. During the regular season, some of Kelsey Mitchell's family members got pretty vocal on social media, complaining about Caitlin Clark's fan base and the incredible amount of attention she was getting compared to the other players on the team. Now, those posts were deleted pretty quickly, and it seems like everyone has just collectively decided to forget that it ever happened. But you can bet your bottom dollar that front offices don't forget things like that. When you are trying to cultivate and build the perfect team chemistry around your undisputed franchise player, you pay very close attention to whose family members are out there creating unnecessary tension and drama on social media. Now compare that situation to Jackie Young, who has been nothing but a consummate professional throughout her entire career. She's played in the shadow of A'ja Wilson, another truly generational talent, and there has never once been a whisper of drama about who gets more touches or who gets more attention. She fundamentally understands how to be the Robin to someone else's Batman, and that quality matters immensely when you're looking for the perfect player to pair with Caitlin Clark, who is going to be the face of this franchise for at least the next decade. Let's just talk about what our own eyes have shown us when Indiana really decides to play with pace. Think back to those moments this season when the Fever had their younger, more athletic lineups on the floor. We're talking about players like Grace Berger, Lexi Hull, and Erica Wheeler running the court with Clark. When they did that, the offense was absolutely electric. They were constantly pushing the ball in transition, getting easy, high-percentage buckets, and Caitlin Clark was able to operate with acres of space, with passing lanes opening up all over the court. That right there, that up-tempo, free-flowing style of play is what maximizes Caitlin Clark's otherworldly ability, and Jackie Young fits into that system absolutely perfectly. She has the raw speed to be a terror in transition, she has the basketball IQ to consistently make the right reads on the fly, and she has the elite shooting ability to space the floor when Clark needs to slow it down and operate in the half court. Mitchell's game, as undeniably effective as it can be, has a tendency to slow things down. She is, at her core, an isolation scorer who really needs the ball in her hands to be at her most effective. That's an incredibly valuable skill to have, but it's not what you need playing next to a transcendent talent like Clark. Thanks for watching the show, everyone, and please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. So here's what this entire situation really comes down to. The CBA deadline is just 24 days away. A decision is looming. The Indiana Fever have to make a final call about Kelsey Mitchell, and at the same time, Jackie Young is about to become one of the most sought-after free agents on the entire market. If the Fever truly want to land Young, they are going to have to move incredibly fast and be prepared to pay up. She is going to command a maximum contract, or at the very least something extremely close to it, and let's be honest, she's earned every single penny of it. So the real question is whether the Indiana front office is willing to make the truly hard choice. Do you choose to bring back the player who has been unwaveringly loyal to the organization for years? The player who stepped up in a huge way when you needed her most, but who might not be the optimal long-term fit? Or do you aggressively go after the player who makes infinitely more basketball sense? The player who's younger, who's already a proven champion, but who has absolutely no history with your franchise? This is exactly the kind of franchise-altering decision that defines legacies. The safe, comfortable move is to simply re-sign Mitchell. You keep the continuity, you keep the locker room stable, and you avoid any potential backlash from the segment of the fan base that absolutely loves her. The bold, courageous move is to pursue Jackie Young with everything you've got, even if it means letting a fan favorite like Mitchell walk away, because you believe deep down that it gives you a significantly better chance to win a WNBA championship. And let's make no mistake about it, that is what this is all about now. The Indiana Fever aren't just trying to squeak into the playoffs anymore. When you have a core of Caitlin Clark, Alea Boston, and Nalissa Smith, this team has legitimate championship aspirations. Every single roster decision from here on out has to be viewed through that one specific lens. Does this particular move get us closer to hoisting a championship trophy? Ultimately, that is the only question that truly matters. Jackie Young has 3 championship rings sparkling on her fingers. She knows exactly how to win. She's proven time and time again that she can play alongside a mega superstar without needing to be the focal point of the offense. She has the defensive versatility to lock down the league's best perimeter players, and let's not forget she's from Indiana. Kelsey Mitchell has been a fantastic player for the Indiana Fever. She has given this organization every ounce of effort she's had for 7 long years. But if we are being brutally honest with ourselves about what gives Indiana the absolute best chance to win a championship in the next 3 to 5 years, the answer unequivocally is Jackie Young. The incredible chemistry that we are all watching unfold in Durham right now is not a fluke. It's not a coincidence. It is exactly what happens when you put 2 incredibly high IQ basketball players on the floor together who both understand what it takes to play winning basketball. Young makes the smart, unselfish play. She grabs the tough rebound. She kicks it out to the open shooter. Clark hits the big shot. That is precisely how you win basketball games in the playoffs, when every single possession can be the difference between advancing and going home. So what do you all think? Should the Indiana Fever go all in and make a massive push for Jackie Young, even if that means making the painful decision to let Kelsey Mitchell walk away? Or is loyalty to a franchise veteran more important than the perfect on-court fit? I want you to drop your honest thoughts down in the comments below. This decision, one way or another, is going to shape the entire next era of Indiana Fever basketball. And whatever they ultimately choose to do, you can be sure that we are going to be talking about the consequences for years to come. Go ahead and hit that like button if you want to see Jackie Young rocking a Fever uniform next season. And make sure you subscribe if you want more WNBA analysis that isn't afraid to tell it like it is. I'll see you all in the next one.